In today's video, we are going to talk about FBM. I'm going to answer frequently asked questions when it comes to selling FBM on Amazon. If you do not know what FBM is, we're going to answer that question soon. It's going to be one of the first questions. All right. It's a great time of the year to actually start doing FBM. It's Q4. You can make a lot of money during this time of the year. So if you are watching this video right when it releases, really focus on what I'm saying, because there's going to be a lot of value in it, all right, when it comes to actually selling on Amazon if you want to do FBM, if you've never done it, all right? But FBM is great throughout the year. So even if you are watching this during Q2, it's actually a great time. Like, one of my best ASIN ever was an FBM lead that is still profitable today and is profitable year round. So a lot of money to be made with FBM all throughout the year, all right? Before we actually start with the first questions, you're going to find 3 links in the description. First one, mentorship program. At the beginning of Q1, I'm going to take a few of you guys. It's towards people that are actually in between $0 to $10,000 in sales. So if you are over there, you want to grow to $10,000 in sale with the help of someone that did it, and you want to join a 2-month program, join the waitlist. More information on that soon. The second link that you're going to find in the description is the most important: one-on-one coaching. If you need help scaling your business, doesn't matter if you're a beginner, if you're a little bit more advanced, you can book a call with me. And if you need a mentor, I can actually build you a plan, and you will have direct contact to me, to my phone number, whenever you have an issue with this, following this plan, right? So link in the description, book a call with me, and we're going to build a plan for you to actually scale your business, all right? Third link that you're going to find in the description is for the Discord server. You need to network if you want to grow on Amazon. Best way to do it: join the Discord server, start talking to people. If you do not know what to say, just answer people's questions. You're going to start meeting some people that way. If you have questions, ask your questions. Ask your questions, answer questions. You're going to meet people, you're going to make some friends, and it's going to make the journey not only way easier, but way more fun, because you have people who you can talk about what you're doing with, all right? So join the Discord, link in the description. Let's just start with the first video, because we've been talking too much already, all right, with the first link, or the first questions, I'm sorry. The first question is, what is merchant fulfilled? And by the way, I'm looking on the left because my screen is right there. But what is merchant fulfilled on Amazon, and how does it differ from fulfillment by Amazon? So, as the question says, there's 2 different fulfillment methods on Amazon. The first one is called fulfilled by merchant, FBM, and the second one is FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. The difference, as the name implies, is that fulfilled by Amazon is doing the whole fulfillment, right? So you are sending them your products, they are storing it, they are picking and packing your items when you have an order, and they are shipping it to the customer, all right? All that is included in the price. With FBM, you are doing all that by yourself, all right? You are going to need to store your units, you are going to need to ship them to the customer, you're going to need to prep them, pack them, and ship them to the customer, of course. So this is the difference in between FBM and FBA, all right? Question 2. Why would someone choose to fulfill orders themselves instead of using Amazon's FBA services? The reason why is because it cuts down the amount of times that it takes you to recoup your money. This is the main reason, all right? Because when you send stuff to FBA, first of all, you're going to need to wait the 3 to 5 days that it takes for them to actually receive your products at the warehouse. Then it takes a little bit more time to have your products actually checked in, all right? So because of that, once you actually, like, the time in between you actually buy your inventory and it is actually available to sell, it's going to take you 2 to 3 weeks, all right, at best. If it's Q4 right now, it's going to take you a little bit longer than that. The great thing with Amazon FBM, if you want to sell stuff FBM, is that you can actually start selling your items right away. You can list your inventory right now and have a sale in 30 seconds if you're on a fast selling listing. So this is the main reason why, because you are not going to need to send your inventory and wait until it becomes available to actually be able to get sales. You are going to be able to get sales right away. If you list an item right now, it is available for sales right now with FBM. It's totally different with FBA. And especially right now during Q4, that it takes a little bit more time to actually have your items checked in. it's even better to do FBM, and a lot of people are not gonna be in stock FBA, so yeah, definitely great time to actually do FBM. I'm sorry. All right. Question 3: how does shipping work for merchant fulfilled orders, and what are the best practices for efficient shipping? So how it works is that you actually sell your item, and after that you need to purchase your shipping. You either purchase your shipping from Amazon or from a third-party website. This is going to be a follow-up question, so we are going to talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. But yeah, so I had a question not too long ago asking how does Amazon deduct the price from whatever they take. Like, you need to buy the shipping after the sale, so the money will be deducted after that, all right, after the sales, if you buy the shipping directly from Amazon. But the process is pretty simple. You just buy the shipping, you just enter your dimension, your weight on Amazon, and then you buy the shipping. Pretty simple. Yeah, nothing else to do. And then you just put your products in a poly mailer most of the time. If it fits inside a poly mailer, put it in a poly mailer. Prep it if it needs to. For example, if it's a liquid, bubble wrap it, put it in a poly bag to make sure if you have multiple units that it does not leak onto the other units. And yeah, that's pretty much what you need to do. It's pretty easy and you'll get the hang of it pretty fast, all right? Question 4, are there any specific packaging and labeling requirements for merchant fulfilled orders? So if you are used to do FBA, you do not need to label your items in the same way. You do not need to hide the barcode, all that stuff. You can just put your item just as it is and ship it to your customer. Bubble wrap it if it's needed, as I said in the previous question. But yeah, no specific requirements regarding that, all right? Question 5. How do I calculate shipping cost and set appropriate shipping rate for my product as a merchant fulfilled seller? I have a whole video on that, all right? Search bar, Chris Mangunza, FBM shipping, you're gonna find the video, all right? And then how to set appropriate shipping rates for my products. This is a two-part question. So the best way, so if you do not understand, what you can do is set a price for the shipping, all right? So for example, you can sell a product. If you want to sell this book for $18.50, for $15, I'm sorry, what you can do is set the price for $15 and add $3.50 for shipping. This is not the way I like to do it. The way I like to do it is set the price at $18.50 directly and incorporate just set free shipping all across the board and incorporate my shipping cost inside the price that I sell my item at, okay? It's just way easier and people like free shipping, so I'm not sure if it actually boosts sales or not, but it's just easier to deal with like this. No need to actually look at the shipping and set your shipping. Just watch the video on shipping costs. Pretty easy to estimate. Anything that is below 8 hours, it's going to be like under $4, just budget $4. And then watch the other video. I'm not going to go over, I have a whole video going over this. As I said, watch this video if you want to learn how to estimate shippings. I talk about it in large in this video, all right? Question 6. Can I use third-party shipping services, and what are the benefits of doing so for merchant fulfilled orders? Yes, you can. The benefit is that sometimes, like 1% of the time, Amazon will actually charge you way too much to ship something because they want you to ship priority, or for whatever reason. Sometimes it's super weird, they charge you way too much money. What you can do instead of that, because they will not let you buy regular shipping, they want you to buy express shipping and stuff like that you do not need to buy, because you can buy regular shipping and still have the item delivered in time. What you can do is go to a website called Pirate Ship, all right? Pirate, like the pirates that used to go all over the seas, shipping, all right? A pirate ship, I'm sorry, not shipping, ship, and SHIP. And from there, you just enter the address. You can buy the shipping on the website. Most of the time, it's going to be cheaper on Amazon. But when it's not, like when you see that the prices are way too high, you can go on Pirate Ship, buy the shipping on Pirate Ship, and enter the tracking number on Amazon, all right? So, I would buy the shipping on Amazon as much as I can, because if you have an issue with the customer, it's just way easier. But just for those rare cases, I would buy the shipping on a third-party website. All right. Question 7. What tools of software can help me manage and streamline the fulfillment process for my merchant fulfilled business? First of all, get a thermal printer for your labels. All right. If you do not have one, get one. Because it's going to be way easier and you're going to save so much money in ink. It's just going to make your process way easier. Except for that, just get your supplies. All right, that's it. You do not need softwares except if you actually think of pirate ship as a software. But like most of the time, you're not going to need any software. You're not going to need any tools. Just get your thermal printer, get your supplies, your polymers, boxes, shipping labels, get all that stuff, and bubble wrap, packing peanuts if you need to. And yeah, that's all you need. All right, it's pretty easy. Do not overthink it. Question 8. What are the potential challenges or drawbacks of choosing merchant fulfilled over FBA? The main one is that it is a little bit harder to win the buy box, all right? FBA offers are favored when it comes to winning the buy box. So you actually need to look at the data and see if a product is actually sellable doing FBM. If you watch my video on Keepa, I believe I talked a little bit about it in this video. But basically, if other people are able to win the buy box FBM and you see that they're actually selling FBM, it means that you can potentially go on the listings and sell FBM. But yeah, and then look at the buy box statistics, try to figure out pretty much how much of the buy box the FBM offers get, how much of the buy box the FBA offers get, and from there you can estimate how much sales FBM you can potentially get a month on that listing. Yeah, except if you go with hazmat listings, most people do not sell FBA, even though a lot of people can. Most people do not sell FBA stuff, do not sell hazmat stuff FBA. So best way to do money, because you're going to get way more buy boxes on hazmat items, all right? But yeah, that's the main issue, and that also one of the issues that your price is going to be a little bit lower. You're going to sell your items for less money, but you have less fees, so it compensates for that. And sometimes, even if you sell your product for less money, you can make more money with FBM that you would have done with FBA, okay? So that was question 8. And also another challenge, the amount of work that is required if you do a lot of FBA. By the way, the back and forth to the post office that you need to do. If you have a lot of orders, it gets a little tricky. But you can get in a good rhythm in which, when I was in the US, I had like 5 to 10 orders FBM a day, and so you know, it's a great, if you get in the rhythm, you go to the post office every day. You know, it's extra money if you have those FBM products, those FBM leads, and it speeds up, like you get a part of your money way faster, all right? So it actually compensates for that. That was question 8. Question 9. How does customer service work for merchant fulfilled orders, and what steps can I take to ensure a positive customer experience? What steps can you take? Just make sure that you always buy shipping with a tracking number, right? And enter the tracking. Customer service is going to be almost the same as FBA. There's not a lot of customer service that you need to do. Sometimes you just need to process returns, stuff like that. But it's not too bad. That's really the only thing. And it's nothing complicated. I'm not going to make a course on customer service. Just process returns, just talk to the customers if you need to with the returns, but except from that, you're not going to need to deal with a lot of this, okay? Question 10. Are there any restriction or limitation on the type of product that can be sold through merchant fulfilled? Same thing as with FBA, all right? If you cannot sell something with FBA, except if it's hazmat, as I said, yeah, there's no restriction, pretty much, all right? Except if the restriction exists with FBA. Also, meltable, same things. Actually, you can sell more products FBM than FBA and not the other way around. So just remember that. Question 11. What happens if I run out of stock or need to temporarily suspend my merchant fulfilled listings? Pretty easy. You just, so first of all, if you run out of stock, Amazon is keeping track of your stock. All right. So if you set your stock accurately, your stock on Amazon should be accurate, so you should never have this issue. If you put one more unit by mistake, try to see if you can go to, because it's always better instead of canceling to actually sell an item at a loss. So if you can find the item, if it's at a loss in a local store, do it. If not, cancel, but it should be your last resort, and try to not do it too much. It's not too bad if you do it 1 or 2 times. Just do not get in the habit of doing it, because it's going to fuck up your health rating, all right? But if you actually need to temporarily suspend your merchant fulfilled listings, pretty easy, go on vacation mode. You can set the vacation mode. That's it. All right. This is what I did when I started traveling, since I'm not in the US anymore. I had to suspend all my FBM listings. And so the way you do it is pretty easy. Like you just go to the settings and you just set vacation mode. All your FBM offers become inactive. That's it. If you go on vacation, all that stuff, easy to do, all right? So this should not be something that stops you from actually doing this. Question 12. How does pricing strategy differ for merchant fulfilled sellers compared to FBA sellers? As I said, same thing, you're going to win the buy box a little bit less. So you are not going to be able to match price against FBA offers. Your price needs to be a little bit lower than the FBA offers. So watch my Be Cool pricing, my Be Cool pricing strategies, my Be Cool pricing rules. I have rules especially for FBM offers. You only need to compete with FBM guys. So yeah, and if there's no FBM guys, you're going to need to find a way to cut the price a little bit from the FBA guys. That's pretty much it. But yeah, most of the time you'll be fine just by matching the other FBM price. You just get the same rule as you have for FBA, except you do not match the FBA price, you match the FBM price, and you let them figure out the price. That's it. Pretty easy. We were at question 12, right? Okay, so let's move to question 13. What are the key metrics and performance indicators I should monitor as a merchant fulfilled seller? Simple. Just don't fuck up, all right? Just return rate is going to be one of them, and then it's just do not cancel order, all right? Order cancellation rate is one of the worst thing. If it goes up, it's one of the worst thing that can happen with FBM. But that's pretty much it. That's the only thing. Do not cancel orders. You'll be fine. All right, question 14, can I switch between FBA and FBM, and how does that process work? Okay, you're gonna have two different listings, all right, one for FBM, one for FBA. You can have both at the same time, all right, you can sell FBM and FBA on the same listing at the same time. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You can sell both actually. You do not need to change to switch from one another. All right. And so last question, what advice do you have for new Amazon sellers considering the merchant fulfilled model? As I was saying, look at multiple inventory. If it's multiple season, these are always going to be good, and it's going to be way easier to sell FBM because there's not going to be FBA offers on those. So if you are in the Walgreens list and it is still multiple season, right? I have no idea. I don't think so. Maybe it is, maybe not. But no, it's not, because it's going to be November. But whenever multiple season comes again, look at everything. Like, I'm not going to say too much. All those pills on Walgreens, they're going to be profitable and they're going to be sellable during FBM. One of the first products that I had a lot of success with was those pills from Walgreens, all right? And this is why I have the Walgreens list, all that stuff. Know why I always recommend Walgreens, because yeah. But yeah, look at the multiple stuff and look at the hazmat stuff. So everything that is perfume, everything that is considered as hazmat, you can make a lot of money on them if you sell them FBM. So it's way easier to compete on them, and so this is what I would suggest you to look at if you want to do FBM, because there's that barrier of entry. People cannot get onto it with FBA offers, and so if you run with the prep center, you are not in the US, it cuts down your competition a little bit. All right, this is products that a lot of people are not going to look at. And always have supplies in stock, all right? Always have your supplies, always have supplies on hand to make sure that you can actually fulfill your orders, all right? So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, leave a like, it helps a lot. Subscribe, do all that stuff if you want to see my face again. I release a new video every single day about selling on Amazon until the end of the year. So we have like 40 videos left, like 43, I believe. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going for a second year. You want me to go for a second year? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, watch these videos on the screen if you want to keep learning about selling on Amazon. And I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thank you for watching once again.